We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. And off we go here from Mile High. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Check. Ready. Ready, shot.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
So I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Chimdike that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. On 4th down, Jack Browning is on to punt. And Jalen McMillan back deep to return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
From the stick. Come on.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. Down the sideline. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside 25. That is a big play for L.A. It covers 51 yards.
First and 10. Here we go. 21-yard line. 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On first down, Ward. That one complete to Pierce. And he's in. What a drop. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
As their own 31-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's complete to DK. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Broncos. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Get it! 18 card, Sandy Ryan!
Rather start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4.
Have the 50, have the 50. Dragon 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 5. First down. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19, 18. Buffalo 18. 18, pioneer. Ready, what?
Back to throw is Ward. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Where in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready.
Now it's Ward. 29 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
Now a give up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Ford now on 3rd down. This is part 2. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Mike Evans. Touchdown, LA. The extra point is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I'm gonna go. Ready?
A 1st down throw for Jackson. The right side is hauled in by Warren. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are through 1. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
On one, ready?
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's not.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson looking to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completions. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Shot. Ready? Shot. Ready? Shot. Ready? Shot. You.
To throw is Jackson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Rams' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and a yard. To the air one more time with Jackson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Denver. That is second TD catch of the season. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Got it. Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready? Go.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. Throw on the run is complete. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Alec Pierce. Touchdown Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Middle. 13.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, report. Go.
Throwing Jackson. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Trey Tucker. Touchdown Broncos. Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
And they're on 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60, 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's Ward. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good. We're on way.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he will score again. Alec Pierce. Touchdown Rams. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season.
That extra point is good.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Broncos have come back to level things. It's 28 all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Pierce for the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Trap 50. Trap 50. Come on. 7 Pirates. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, Ward rolling to the left. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Top low, 18. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
38-yard line.
Quick.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Nice up. What? Hey, middle. Hey.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal.
37-yard attempt.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Cup 19, Panther 11. 70 range.
On 1st down, it's Ward. The right side to Olave. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down.
19. Let's go. 19, 68, Dragon 60.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense option.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He drops this underneath to Pacheco. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 46. Here's second and 5. Jackson now. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Hey, report.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Kyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one on target to Williams. He's got it. They convert with a gain of 15.
That's good.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah. Sit up. You. Hey, middle. Sit up.
Jackson up top again. That's deep to the back of the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Olave is the motion man. Out of the gun, Ward. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Press on 80. Drag him 60. Steady.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing again is Ward. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. To the air again, Ward. And this is too far incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Again, it's Ward. There's that man again, another catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ready, break.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Stop low, 18.
24-yard
Right,
line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19.
Throwing, Ward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to be third down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Hart 70, 18, Pioneer, Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now it's Ward. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Okay, ready?
Field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
19, Dragon 60. Broncos. Ready.
They snap it to Ward. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Turnover on down.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one swung out wide to Pacheco. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6.
180. Get hot. 180. Hey.
Now Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's McMillan. And There's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready. Go! Viking 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Now a toss play, running left. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. 5 in.
Olave is the motion man. To throw is Ward. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Broncos. Go.
Ward now on 3rd down. It's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
1st down,
60
Los Angeles.
60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he just does pick that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 4th down, Ward. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Get hot! Report! Report! You change it. Switch.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hold on quick, ready? Sit hot! Ready! Sit hot! Ready! Ready, sit hot! Sit hot!
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jim DK. Touchdown, Denver. Ryland's kick here is good. Broncos have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Sixty Bison. Let's go.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 5. From 29, here's second and 4. They'll stick with him again. He'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Here's Ward. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, L.A.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Bronco leading. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That one complete to Pierce.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Throwing is Ward. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On the jump.
This crowd into it now.
No, Rick.
It's 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
Ward to throw again. Out to his right. Back deep for Olave. Long incomplete. Covered outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Hold the ready.
And it comes to 4th and 2.
Pat the street. Ready. Pat 18. Tied in. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his man, that's Olave. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And you know we don't get like your birthday to find you in the world. Mama, I got what you need to feel.
Here's first down.
What? Hey, middle. What? Hey, you.
Back to throw, Jackson. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.